Alrighty guys, so before I get into this video, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me so far. I think we're at around 675, which is amazing. Hopefully we can get to 1,000 before July. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Let's go ahead, get into this video, show you the new setup. Good morning guys, hope you're having a good day so far. So if you watched my last video about the exhaust system setups, you will know, if you watched it all the way through, which I hope you did, that we are actually getting rid of this tire setup. So this is gonna be the last time you're gonna see the KM3's and the 305 NVs on the truck. So I'll give you a second to say your goodbyes. All right, cool. So let me take some quick measurements and I'll let you know all the differences between these tires and the new tires. These ones are of course 33s. The new ones that I'm going with, spoiler alert, are 35s. So we are going to be doing 35s on the front and rear. Let me go ahead and measure the fender so that you guys can understand how high the truck sits with 33s and the fog shocks. So I'll measure the fronts and the backs and then we'll go ahead and go to discount. All right, so looking, we're at roughly 40 inches in the back, more like 39 and 3/4. Let's go to the front. And we're at 39.5. So there is a quarter difference from the front to the rears. Let's go ahead and get the new tire setup put on and then I'll measure the differences after that. So let's go ahead, go to discount. Alrighty guys, so it has been a little bit since I recorded that last clip, but we got the tires. These are super sick. I can't thank Max at Discount Tire enough for hooking it up. So Max, thank you, man. Got the lights on because we're taking a little photo session real quick. But you guys ready to see the tires? Ready, set. Oh, you kind of saw a little bit. Here they are. Boom. So here we have the Cooper STT Pros. These are the 315 7017s, which are the exact same size that are on the Ford Raptors. And then inside we have some Raceline gauges that are 17 by 8.5. I think that just looks so sick. A little bit different from the Methods. They don't have the bead, the fake bead lock around it. But these, I think, look amazing. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. These aren't super noisy at all, at least at the moment. The KM3's are a little noisier than the STT Pros. Let me show you the girth on it too. Look at that tread pattern too. These things just look sick and they're zero offset, so they do poke out just a little bit. But this is what they look like. Let me go ahead, do a little photo sesh before the sun goes down, and then I will see you guys either in the morning or at the end of this. I'm not quite sure, but look at that. So sick. Thumbnail, maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's stop. Alrighty guys, so it has been a few days since that last little post that I did doing the pictures in the parking lot. We did get hit with the storm, just like half the US. You can't really see, but it is a little snowy outside. Everything is pretty much melted. The truck is nice and dirty, and still obsessed with the new wheel setup. So like I said before, we got the 315 7017 Cooper STT Pros, and then we got the 17 by 8.5 zero offset 950 gauges from Raceline. So I think they look dope. Let me know what you guys think. I'll also show you how much I had to cut in the front. So we did have to trim the crash bar just like every other F-150, and then the carpet as well. Took this little bolt off. It actually sheared off from the tire. So I was going down my driveway, turned a little too sharp, I guess. The wheel or the tire hit this little piece and it just chipped off. So I did the exact same thing to the other side, that way it matches, and so that way it doesn't catch and possibly puncture the tire. Going to the rear, we didn't really have to do a whole lot, just cut the carpet a little bit. Probably have to cut a little bit more, to be honest, and then maybe that rear crash bar right there where it looks like the paint's coming off. So might have to cut this rear crash bar on the driver's side. Let me go ahead and show you the passenger side. So going over to the passenger side, like I said, took this one off. That way it matches. It doesn't seem like it rubs a whole lot. This is from the Dremel tool that I was using before. Cut the front crash bar. And here's the rear. So we did cut a little bit just because it was rubbing in this corner. We wanted to keep the dexterity, or a little bit, I should say, of the dexterity of the rear crash bar. So we did cut this a little bit, and then we cut the bottom where it was rubbing. That way it would clear everywhere. And then might have to trim this carpet piece a little bit. But we did go ahead and trim this, grind this down, paint it so that way it doesn't rust. That way, if the tire does bump into it, it shouldn't cause any damage to the tire. If anything, it'll just bounce off and it should be fine. So that's what the rear looks like on the passenger side. There's the front. I'll go ahead and talk about these rock sliders. So like I mentioned in my previous video, these rock sliders, I got an amazing deal on Facebook Marketplace. They're even by NFAB. Right there. And the reason why I think they were such a great deal is because 2 of the 3 brackets were off. So on this bracket, we had to cut a little bit into this hole so that way we could get that one to fit. And then this one's the big one. This bracket, for some reason, from NFAB, it was completely off. So we had to cut this hole. You can see a little bit right there. We had to cut this hole, a little bit right there. And then the top, I think, was the only one that was fine. So for dexterity, I'm going to, of course, get bigger washers, get locking nuts. That way these things don't come off for any reason. They've been on the truck for about 500 miles and they're still doing really good. Still holding up, still haven't gone loose or anything. So that's really good. But that's the reason why they were so cheap. They look cool, nice heavy. The truck a little more sturdy on the sides, which is really nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. They're just there to make sure rocks don't slam into here and mess up your frame or door seals or anything. So that is almost it for the video. Now we have to measure. And I know what you're thinking, Brandon, this video is like 8 or 9 minutes long already. Why do you keep talking? And that is because I told you guys that I would measure what the different height differences were. And that's what I'm gonna do. So, that should be enough. The rears are about 40 3/4. I don't even know if you can see that. 40 3/4. And then the fronts are about 40. I don't know if you can see that. 40.5. So the back is still a little taller than the fronts with the 35s. There we go. It is a little taller in the back than it is in the front, but I thought it was gonna be 2 inches bigger. Turns out it's just 1. Also, I've been saying 35s. These are actually like 34.64 or something like that. So they're not actually 35s. I'm just rounding up because 35s sound cooler than 34.64. So 34.64 inch tires on the new F-150. And with that being said, that is gonna conclude this video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Brandon T. Lopez, where I post pictures of this thing, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.